Are there any benefits to having separate beds or rooms as a married couple? What are the cons? Shift workers and/or insomniacs like the separation. It's nice to have a spare bed in another room for when one person is ill and the other isn't. You don't have to worry about your blanket getting stolen. I think the ideal situation is separate rooms, each with a queen-sized bed or larger. That way you can have your own space when you need to, but also have enough space to sleep together when you need to. My grandma literally could not sleep in the same room as grandpa, because grandpa snored. Sleep is vital to survival, but also vital to not be cranky and short-tempered to other people. The con is of course not getting to snuggle as easily, but sleep is more important. I can see both sides of the pillow. Pros: you can starfish all night, zero snoring complaints, and say goodbye to duvet theft. Cons: well, fewer spontaneous cuddles and maybe you'll get cold more often, but hey, personal time is important too. Pros: if one person likes to sleep hot and the other likes it cold, one person likes the fan on and the other likes it off, one person likes a firm mattress and the other likes it soft, one tosses and turns, snores, hogs blankets, hogs bed, etc. Cons: relatively fewer opportunities for cuddling and spontaneous shaboinking. Also generally having one less available room in your house, buying a house with one more room than you would need otherwise. My fiancé and I don't sleep in the same bed. Her bed sucks and our toddler sleeps with her. I would say the benefits are just being able to sleep unconfined and have more room. Orthodox Jews sleep in the same room together with their spouse, but they have separate beds. When the woman is menstruating, and for the week after menstruation ends, they sleep separately and don't have sex. 2 weeks a month, they can have sex. It keeps the relationship hot, and also allows them to sleep in the kind of bed that's comfortable for them and have some personal space. Pro: you get the best sleep of your life every night. Con: you don't sleep next to your person. Different sleeping schedules, snoring, loud CPAP machine, light preferences. Pro: no snoring, no bedtime if the other person wakes up earlier than you. Also no wake up until you have to, again not waking up if the person goes to work before you do. I don't see a con as you could be with that person during the day whatever time you're both up. Also you can set it up how you want, how it looks, and don't have anyone moving your stuff around, which could happen if you shared a room with someone. Ideally it be a villa with separate living spaces and a reflecting pool in the middle. If you value sleep, it's all pros. Can also create different intimacy possibilities. Honey, would you care to rendezvous by the reflecting pool and then retire to your domicile for the sexy time? No smothering, no snoring, no being woken up. Can't think of any cons? As you get older, loud snoring can become a big problem. It's not unusual for couples to move into separate bedrooms. Or if you are named Melania and your husband is on social media all night long getting angry. Only one has to sleep with enormous family dog, or be dug out by the cat at 4 a.m. We have separate rooms. He's a night owl, I'm an early bird. He tosses and turns, I sleep in one spot. No downsides. Only positives. Less opportunity for cuddling and sex. You can just go to the other person's bedroom, right? If I'd ever cohabitate with someone, it will be separate bedrooms. I'm a sensitive sleeper and I also need excitement in my sex life. If I'm around them all the time in the same bed, I can't sleep. Sex gets boring, relationship goes bad. Privacy and space over this idiotic false construct of intimacy. You can jerk at any time and your wife has more time with me. As someone who doesn't have a separate room, but sometimes longs for one, not having to listen to his snoring. Lol. But really sleeping preferences vary wildly, and from what I've heard, people who do sleep in separate rooms are able to control their sleep environment more, which leads to improved sleep quality. Sometimes I'll try to go sleep on the couch if hubby's snoring is particularly bad. But I personally can't sleep without him now, so I usually wind up back in bed. So yeah, TLDR. Environmental control and different sleeping preferences as pros, not being cozy with your partner as a con. My wife and I have separate latitudes, and I can tell you that there are many pros.